But I still, look, they've moved on. I don't know how close they were as friends. I don't know that they're not close. But I just think, and Nick, you alluded to it last week, it's not that they don't have Stefon. Because I think they made a decision last year, and it worked for them, that we're going to be a running team. We're not going to feature Stefon like we once did. So even if he were there, I don't think they'd be maximizing his ability. It's just that they didn't replace him. And you let your second guy, Gabe, go as well, Gabe Davis. So they, like I said, Josh, it's unforgivable that he went 9 for 30. But still, they're putting so much pressure on him. And I don't just mean mental and emotional pressure. I mean, they got nothing else offensively for the most part. So he has to do it all. And I think it's starting to show in these last few weeks.
This is a little something.
Ooh.
And only, look, because of what their relationship was, they used to sing glowingly about one another. I love Josh Allen's the best quarterback, and Stefon Diggs is this and that and the third. I thought Josh Allen did what he needs to do. He went and sought him out to save face, to ensure that let's dap up, let's do whatever we need to do, but nothing more, nothing less. It's not a big deal in the grand scheme of things because both of them are on different teams and they're moving forward, and both of them are having success this year with what they have. But that was a little something.
Yeah, but it was also a little something in that, listen, fair is fair. If Stefon Diggs yesterday had arguably the worst game of his career, and at the very end of the game had multiple drops that could have saved the game, and then Houston lost, we would say, oh, you know what I mean? There is
big deal.
I don't think it is because Josh was in his head or whatever, but this was the worst game Josh Allen has had in a lot of ways since he's been Josh Allen. Take out his rookie year when he was spraying, you know what I mean, spraying the ball all over the place. So that is something. I don't care. They don't have to be friends anymore. And so, but I think
one of the worst games in NFL history is completion percentage.
No, completion percentage-wise, it is the worst.
If I was your number
attempts.
one wide receiver, I'd be like, kind of a big win for you.
No, exactly right.
5 other teams in this statistical neighborhood all went to the Super Bowl. Also, led by 13 or more in each of their first 5 games since 2007. Well, 5 of those teams made the Super Bowl. So
the 2019.
We didn't make
it. Was Brady's no, they didn't. That was Brady's last year.
Right. Yeah. So we'll start with Greg. Your 5-0 Vikings. Something or nothing?
Something, definitely something. No one in Minnesota thought that this team was going to be 5-0. Let's start there.
Okay.
No one. I'm saying no one in that organization probably thought that this was going to be the case. But defensively, they've been outstanding. Offensively, they're getting a lot of production out of Sam Darnold, production that only they knew they could potentially get. No one outside of that
Kyle
building.
Shanahan thought he was
Called him Steve Young. Yeah,
Well,
Kyle Shanahan did.
But he didn't use him because he had Purdy.
I
And so when you look at this team and how they're winning, like it's fun to watch. They're fun to watch. They fly around to the ball defensively, offensively. Yes, or in that game Sunday morning, Sam Darnold didn't have a great game.
No.
But what he did was when they needed him to make a play, he made it. Like to get them into a position where it was a 6-point lead versus just a 3-point lead. He was able to make a play to Justin Jefferson, extend the ball, and then they got the field goal. And then his counterpart, that Aaron Rodgers, didn't make a play. So for me, this is definitely something.
Darnold, though, 50 passer rating. We all have rightly put him on pumpkin watch. Should he not be on pumpkin watch?
He's on pumpkin watch.
He's had how many years of bad play?
Being a pumpkin.
I'm just saying. That's all I'm just saying. 45% completion. I'm just saying.
But he didn't cross over.
No, not yet. It's one game, but this is nothing, this 5-0 start.
Nothing?
What do you?
It's nothing to sneeze at. The Vikings are for real. Unless Darnold, that's the big question. Will Darnold go pumpkin mode? And that is a legit. You looked at me like you was like, if looks could kill, I'd have been on the floor. But I'm just saying, you don't think Darnold should be on pumpkin watch?
No, I think they're protecting him from pumpkin watch.
Okay, yesterday he struggled badly.
He did.
Yeah,
he did.
Listen,
but there are all the reasons you said they're legit.
If Aaron Jones' injury lingers,
That was big. That's when they started having their issues.
And also, go ahead.
I'll just say quickly, that division, who's not making the playoffs?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, will it be 3?
No.
I mean,
it won't be.
Those are
no. He said maybe the Vikings.
I said maybe the Vikings. I don't know.
It's
Listen,
possible.
Right now, the team that I think should be the most nervous, oddly, is Green Bay. But that I also feel better about Chicago than I know most people do. Justin Jefferson's unbelievable. He really he put Sauce Gardner in the torture chamber all game. And I know Sauce, got some tough calls against him. But Justin Jefferson's unbelievable. Flores has been great. I feel like I have seen this story before. And I know that this Wilds, the last time there was an NFC.
I told you this, the last segment.
The last time there was an NFC North team that we didn't think was going to be that good, that thanks to good coaching and a better than expected defense, won 13 games. You yelled at me all year. I'd take them seriously. They were the Minnesota Vikings, and then Danny Dimes ended up going in their
but that was a bad defense. That was a bad defense.
You're right. That Vikings team had a bad defense. They were just winning the one-score games. Listen, I like Flores. I like it. Nobody before the year was like, man, the Vikings defense is going to be the best in football. And we all knew Brian Flores was there. We all knew. So I don't know if the defense is going to sustain quite this, and I do worry that what we saw from Sam this weekend, we're going to see more of it. They should be proud of the 5-0.
I told you.
But
I told you.
It's something to watch. It's something to watch.
They're probably not as good as the 1-4 Bengals.
So they were on the same level of tiers last year.
I swear to God. I swear to God. This is a warning.
Yeah.
If the committee has don't do it. Last 2 weeks, not great for Aaron Rodgers, completing 55% of his passes. 5 yards of pass, worse than any 2-game span. So Aaron Rodgers' recent performance, you can do London or the last 2 games, Greg, something or nothing.
Oh, it's definitely something. Like I listened earlier in the question of, is he the biggest problem? Like, yeah, he's definitely been a problem. When you're brought in and you've said over the course of the offseason, like, jobs are on the line basically because of me, and if I perform, this is why I'm here. This is why they brought me here, to cover up for some of the issues that were there prior to his arrival. Well, the major issue was they never had a quarterback that could get it done.
Yep.
And it's seemingly that they still don't have a quarterback that can get it done. And I'm gonna sit here and say I am shocked, because if Aaron Rodgers doesn't if he's no longer accurate, which I don't think he's just not going to be accurate. Like, he was bad yesterday, and I'm not saying he's going to be even better and he's not going to have these types of games, but I am no longer of the belief that this isn't going to show up more than the good. Like, I truly believe, like, man, he's struggling to be special in a space of I'm the most accurate guy. I can make any pass and throw it in any window. Like, I can cover up anything protection-wise. I'm not going to take all these sacks. I'm going to get us in the right protections. All these things that were issues before. And when we have the ball last to win a game,
I'm going to come through.
I'm going to come through.
I'm put Wilds in the torture chamber before we go to break.
The longest answer we've ever had in something or nothing.
Yeah, he didn't get to do the Jets earlier.
Full segment.
Wilds, who's better, the Jets or the Bengals?
The Jets.
Oh, you don't believe that.
Yeah, I do.
You don't believe
Jets
that.
beat the Patriots, Patriots beat the Bengals.
You don't believe that. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.